Hey, good morning, everybody. Sarasota Tim coming to you from the CC Rider. Oh, what a nice machine she is. I feel like I'm sitting on the ground, though, after driving that truck, and that is a fact. I'm on my way to the doctor. I got to go to the dermatologist this morning, and I totally forgot about this appointment, and I also had to drop the truck off for window tinting, and they couldn't be two further places apart, and I was in a predicament. So I called the dealer this morning a couple of times because I got up at 4. I actually got up at 3:30 today, but that's really 4:30 because we turned the clocks back. That's the way I look at it for the first week. It's really an hour later. But anyway, and I went to bed early because I was tired. So that's why I got up at 3:30. I'll be taking a nap again today. Anyway, I kept calling about 7:30. And I finally got a hold of the receptionist, only to learn that this dealership does not offer shuttle service, any kind of a courtesy ride. And I said, oh, okay, well, that settles that. So I didn't know what to do. I said, well, I guess I'll just, the doctor appointment's obviously most important. I got to go get sliced and diced some more on some skin issues that came back on the biopsy as precancerous. And they want to, burn and weld and scrape more on 3 of the 6 areas. So obviously I'm going to go do that first, and I can reschedule the window tinting. So I thought, well, for the heck of it, because I can't get a hold of him, I didn't want him to, be waiting on me and mess up somebody else. So I drove to the dealer with the truck, and he wasn't in there. He's an independent guy. So I said, okay. And some guy pulls up. This is just how blessed I am, folks. Some guy pulls up. He works there. He is from Brooklyn, New York. He is absolutely a morning person. This guy was wide open. He goes, I can help you up. He gets the guy on the phone, and the guy says, yeah, no problem. And the guy, Michael, from Brooklyn, says, I'll get you a ride home. No problem. We'll take care of you. I'm like, well, I called and they said they don't do that. He goes, I got it. So I guess I'll turn here. There's several ways to go. And I just couldn't believe it. So now I'm going to get that done, go to the doctor, and I'll arrange a ride back to the dealer when I get through later today, and I'll pick it up. But let me tell you, when you're alone, getting to doctors or appointments and things like that, or whatever, and you need a ride, it's not like I was going to the doctor only. I can drive myself. But there are situations where you need procedures and you can't drive, or something like this where you need to drop your vehicle off and you got no way to get back because they don't offer a ride. But we got a ride because they came through for me. And I gave them a 5-star rating already. When you buy a car, they always give you these surveys because they make money if they get a good report, a good customer satisfaction. And I gave them, even before, really I should have, because I'm not finished with my relationship yet on the window tinting and all that, but I didn't care. I knew that they were going to be good, and they have been good. So I did the survey last night. There was another one that came the other day. There's been a couple of them. And of course, I've given them a 5 out of 5 because they gave me an awesome, awesome deal. And, I was in the business, so I understand all that too. I want them to get their money, just not out of my pockets. So all is good. And what I want to do later today, I got a to-do list, is get the propane tank on the RV filled. And I also have one small tank for the generator that I could fill, because my generator runs on both propane and gas. But I don't even really know if I will take that tank or even fill it, because I don't know how much I'm going to use the generator. Of course I'll take it because I got the room for it. I've got the payload for it. But the fact that it runs day and night almost on a tank of gas, and I have a full propane tank, the smaller ones like for your barbecue grill, I have one of those still full, and the generator's full of gas, and I got a gas can. I think that's enough. I don't need to take two. So I just want to go fill the big 30-pound tank that's in the front of the RV. Somebody was asking me in comments last night, how much propane do I use a month? I don't use my furnace heater. I haven't used any heater in Florida, so that's probably why I haven't used much. I had filled the 30-pound tank when I lived in Boynton Beach months ago. One tank, it has two, and it wasn't even empty. I just went and got it done. It might have been pretty low. I'm trying to remember. And now it is low again. Like, I'm surprised I can still cook. And it doesn't go into the next one when that one's empty because I don't have the other one open. So this is only my second tank in a year that I've used it. Of course, if I use the furnace to heat my water, if I boondock, or to warm up the place in the morning because I don't have electric or whatever, I'm sure I'll use propane a lot more. But that I haven't used much at all. It's really been great. So I want to get that filled up anyway. That's going to be more weight up on the tongue. And I wonder if I should even do it just to keep it as light as possible, because I'm going to fill up my fresh water tank full of water when I leave. So when I do stop anywhere at a truck stop or a rest area or even a campground, well, not a campground, I'll have full hookups there. Unless they've got one that's cheaper that doesn't have full hookups, and I won't need the generator. I'm not going to need air conditioning. I just need the propane and batteries to run the refrigerator, the TV, and the heater and hot water tank and all that. So I think it's going to work out. I might not even fill that tank up because it's a big one in the front. I got two of them, and the other one hasn't even been opened yet. So I could just do that on the way if I needed it somewhere. So I might not even need to do that, but we'll see. And the most important thing that I've got to do, and I talked about it last night, is the trailer hitch on the back of the truck is a foot taller than the coupler on my camper right now. My camper is sitting there level, and I went and measured it. It's like 20.5 inches off the ground. If it was sitting on the ball of a trailer, the camper would be level. And the top of the ball on my truck right now is like 27 inches. So one of you did answer that I should be about 3 inches higher. The ball can be about 3 inches higher than the trailer right now. And that's within and that sounds right, because that's about what it was when I had the Tundra. I did have to raise the camper couple 3 inches maybe to get it on the Tundra and then drop it down. And then of course I used the weight distribution hitch to keep it from sagging. So I need to just go to this trailer place and see if they can use the one that I have that has a couple more adjustments to go down. I just don't know if it's enough. And if it's not enough, then that creates another problem, because that receiver has two big holes in the bottom where those wheelbarrow steel bars go. That's part of the weight distribution hitch. So getting another drop down hitch with the ball is fine to get the camper on there and all that, but I wouldn't have weight distribution, and I want to be able to use that. It's a couple more minutes of time, but it helps with the sway, and I definitely want to be able to, I don't care how strong that truck is, I think I want to be able to use weight distribution hitch. I mean, it would be great if I just knew that I could just stick it on the ball and yank it and go away. That's as quick as a fifth wheel. That'd be awesome. But I don't know. So I definitely want to get the trailer place's opinion on that, and they'll be able to answer all those questions. And then it's in the mail. It'll be here tomorrow, my new tonneau cover. And I hope that will stretch over the generator that's going to be in the back of the F-250 in the event that the generator might protrude a little higher than the rail of these. It's very, very minimal, if any, but any at all. The hard type backflip that I had on the Tundra would not close. So it was very fortuitous. Again, very blessed to decide on getting the Tonneau soft topper. Not to mention the guy on YouTube said of all the ones he's had, and he's had them all, this is the driest. It, the least amount of water when it rains gets in the back of your truck. So, hopefully it'll all work out. And then I've got, some license plates coming. I got a new front tag that says Crusher, and for the Super Crusher, and I got one for the CC Rider here that says CC Rider, and those will be here on Wednesday. So I would hope I'm not speaking out of turn, but I would like to think that very, very possibly this weekend, after the zombie and the SH, hits the fan after the election, I'll be able to travel safely and not run into the zombies. And so while we're on that topic, let's briefly talk about that. Okay. It's 24 hours, folks. 24 hours. Not even that, till people can hit the polls and start voting. Now, the media, and I have been watching more of the media, even though I won't watch it after the election, but I'm trying to keep in the know about things. And what am I getting? I'll tell you exactly what I'm getting. Everything that I said you get when I said don't watch them. I've been watching it to get some facts about, from Trump and listening to him and Kamala and whatever. But the fake news, the Fox, CNN, all of them are saying that this race is 49-49, like it's it's overtime. It's a tie ball game. And I think, like I heard Gutfeld say, that it's like getting the weather from 50 different meteorologists, all using a different temperature gauge, because it's all over the place. In my particular straw polling, yesterday I wore my Trump shirt. I got more people telling me they liked my shirt, and people were blowing their horn at me when I walk in the mall over there. People walk by, hey, how you doing? And give me a thumbs up, like they like the shirt. Just a little acknowledgement, because they're so passionate about it. And the media is making it sound like there's such a close race. And I just don't see that. I just don't see it. I think that, of course, it's like the World Series. They always like it to go to the seventh game because there's a lot of advertising money. They don't want it to be a blowout. So it was going to be, and they made it one more game because it's nearly impossible. I don't think it's ever been done that one team ever came back from losing the first three. So, they won one more, and I think it's a rigged system myself. I don't know. But this polling, this stuff they're saying on the media is just to keep you watching. And some are saying that Trump is acting and sounding like, he found out that his team was lying to him, telling him that he's got this in the bag, it's a landslide, and now he's gleaned that it's not, that it's more close than he thought, or he could lose. And then the other side is saying, they're sounding like, they just want to disparage and get their last shot in, get their last words in before the big loss comes. I mean, it's just so confusing that it's like the truth of what they say. And the truth of what they say is, if you tell a lie often enough and long enough, people will start to believe it. Like if I told you I saw your wife with another man going down the street, you would tell me I'm crazy. And if somebody else told you that, you still wouldn't believe. But if 10 people that day told you that, you would go home and ask your wife, who are you seeing? So, yeah, they wave the dog, and they holler and scream, and they really divide the nation. And what is Biden saying now? He'd like to kick us in the ass, and we're garbage. And I mean, they were right about what they said about Trump, that he shouldn't, say certain things because it offends a lot of the people in the nation. And you do have to be more presidential. You've got to, be more, down the middle. You can't piss off half, like these celebrities coming out and saying all these things and promoting Trump or Harris. Half the country that like them as a movie star are now like, I won't watch your stuff anymore. I didn't know your political thoughts on that. Just like with me, with YouTube. I've got not many, but I got a few that are like, to heck with you, Baker. You like Trump? I'm out. Unsubscribing. People are very, they just can't get past that you like blue or they like green or red. You like squash and one likes spinach. And, well, if you like that, I got nothing to do with you then. I can't work with you. I can't come to your Thanksgiving dinner. I can't be married to you. I can't work here. I mean, how ridiculous. I got it. Anyway, in 24 hours, we don't have to worry about it anymore. And then all we have to worry about is civil war. We really do. There is nobody going to say, hey, nice game, tap on the ass, hey, good game. No. There's going to be some very disappointed people on both sides. And I wouldn't want to be in certain areas of the country when the news comes down about either one. I really wouldn't. But hopefully we can just get past it eventually and life will go on. And that's exactly what will happen, because people are so, they're just so moving so fast with information that 5 minutes later, they forgot about a war. Here comes a cop with his lights on. It's a highway patrol. Siren on, too. Going down a city street. Where is he going? So anyway, folks, before I get out of Dodge, I do want to get over here to the mall area, which I'm approaching now, and video the nice Christmas lights, because I'm sure they're on by now. I mean, these guys, those buckets, those truck buckets, there's some right there, ready to get at it again this morning and finish up the decorating. And it's going to be beautiful. And that's why I want to get back from my trip and before Christmas to enjoy that and to enjoy the holidays here at home. So, another final thing. Take a look at the glasses I'm wearing. Look at these babies. I bought 2 pair years ago. Well, a year ago. Because they were such good glasses. They were such stylish glasses, in my opinion. And I've had some compliments on them. I started wearing these in 2017. They are Ironmans from Walmart. And I gave a pair away to a friend of mine that he lost them right away. Made me mad. I bought a pair. They got scratched up. I bought another pair. And then when I bought that pair, I bought another pair for a spare in case I could never find them again or something happened to the last pair I bought. I know I lost you, but anyway, they are, $20. And the $200 glasses I bought at Macy's, the Ray-Bans, I returned yesterday. That's right, I returned them. I don't buy anything from anybody that doesn't have a return policy. And when you say, well, yeah, but you wore them. Well, how the hell would you know you didn't like them if you didn't wear them? And what does that do to them? Nothing. Now, they weren't damaged or scratched or anything, but what happened was I was getting serious headaches. Has this ever happened to any of you? The glasses right here, this part, was pressing so hard against the back of my head that after about 30 minutes, of which I didn't realize in the store when I bought them, because I just tried them on, was giving me headaches. And I was suspicious right away. It's these glasses. I said, but I'll get used to them. Because I like them. I said, I'll get used to them. And they were the dressier ones, remember? The Ray-Bans, and I've got the other ones. I think they're in the truck. That's why I'm not actually wearing them. The polarized ones. And that's why I don't wear these anymore, because of the glaucoma. These do not have any. It's just something right now because it's sunny. And I dropped the truck off for the window tint. So anyway, they were giving me a headache, and I was taking Tylenol. And my headache would go away. And then the next day I was wearing those glasses again, and I got another headache. I never get headaches. And I've never had to take Tylenol. And I said, it's these glasses. The metal frame, they were heavy. The frames, like these, are plastic, and so are the Costas that I have. The Costas, whatever they're called, Del Mars. They have glass lens, but they have a plastic frame. But the Ray-Bans were all metal, and they had a glass lens. And they had those bridge, they didn't have this. They had the individual nose bridges on them. And all of that was giving me a headache, and my nose was broken when I was very young in football. And so I have a deviated septum. So the no glasses actually fit perfect down my nose, because I got now you'll be looking at it all the time, right? Oh, hump nose. Anyway, they didn't fit. It wasn't working out. So I called them up, and they said, sure, if it's been within 30 days and you got your receipt. So I go in there, and the nice young lady that sold them to me was very understanding. She even offered to adjust them. She goes, they have an adjustment for that, the nose and the thing. I said, you know what? At this time, I think I'll just return them, because they were just heavy in general. And, I have a pair of polarized glasses. So I returned them. And you know what she did when I said, I think I'll just return them? She set them down, she took my receipt, and within 10 seconds, pushing a few buttons on the cash register, she says, it'll go back on your MasterCard. I said, yeah, all right, cool. I said, I'll come back and see you maybe on another pair of Costas or one of the plastic frame glasses in the future. And she says, no problem. So I did do that, and so I no longer have those glasses. I'm wearing these. And these are good enough for this morning, and my Costas are good enough for anything. When I get a GQ outfit on, or a Giorgio Armani suit, then I'll think about buying some go-to-hell glasses if I'm driving around my convertible and I want to look GQ. So anyway, that's the latest on that, the window tinting, the trip, going to the doctor here. Right now I'm going to get a senior coffee at McDonald's here in Lakewood Ranch, Florida. Beautiful Lakewood Ranch, where I used to live. This is like, when you're here in Lakewood Ranch, it's like, you're in Sarasota, but you don't think you are. It's a new master plan community that is, it's like Disney World. It's what it feels like. It's like Disney World. Everything is absolutely manicured, perfect, clean. All these little stores. This McDonald's is brand new. They built that when I moved out of here. This is a new location, but it's right near my doctor here, where I'm going to go. That's not for a while yet. I'm a little early, so I'm going to go enjoy a cup of coffee and maybe buy somebody else one, because I was blessed today. I got a ride back from the dealer, and I'll figure out a way to get back to the dealer. I'll get my medical work done, and I'll be on top of the cancer stuff. I want to finally say this, ending the video, folks, that I've been real busy trying to drive the truck and get some miles on it and do different things. So I've been reading my comments. I never fail to do that. And I answer a few. I haven't been on top of it as much as I should, and I will. I see there's new people in the community, and I want you to know, if you're new or you're watching my video, if you haven't heard this before, I do read all the comments, and whether I answer them or not. So please go ahead and comment, leave your comment, and I will hopefully answer you, but I do appreciate you taking the time to actually, instead of just watching the video, to leave a comment. And it can be, I don't care what it is. You go ahead. We get them on both sides of the fence. And so you do you, all right? And then I will also ask if you would be so kind to subscribe to the channel if you like it. And if you are already subscribed, could you check to see if you are in fact still subscribed? There was a lot of YouTubers saying that their channel is noticing a lot of subscriber count going down. It isn't because everybody hates you or they don't like Trump. I mean, I know there's some, but there's something going on, and it's happening with a lot of channels that aren't anything controversial. And I've only made myself a little controversial recently. That will not continue after this election. But I don't hang my head when I say I'm a patriot and I want my country to not go to a communist, socialist agenda. So, and that's the way I believe that they are going to go if we voted for the other way. If they don't, well, then that's great. And in the end, I believe God's in control anyway. And hey, like a lot of people are saying, well, not a lot of people, like one person said, and I value how they say this, is, what are you going to do? You know, what are you going to do? I mean, you can only vote and you can only promote others to vote for what you believe. And they're getting people, they're knocking on doors, getting people to vote for what they believe. But in the end, it's going to be what it is. And what it is what it is, you know? So there you go. The world will still rotate. It will still turn. But let's hope that we have a good one, and that 2025 and the holidays and everything, everybody has health, wealth, and success. So please check your subscription. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe to YouTube creators. You just click a little button down there so that you're aware of all the new videos that come out. There's also a little bell you can click that some people do. I have never done that to anybody I've subscribed to. I just go and check them. But a lot of people do. They want to know immediately. And I know I have some subscribers that do that on both sides of the fence. They want to know as soon as I speak so they can chime in. Well, go ahead. I appreciate the views. And then also, if you wouldn't mind, as you know, one thing I got is plenty of money. And you can also be counted on this. You can't believe a damn thing I say. But there are links in the description of most of my videos. I'm bad about putting them, but there are links in the home page of my YouTube channel. And by the way, I changed my picture of my banner. The Tundra is gone. So it's up there now with the Super Crusher. That's my new banner. And I might take another picture because you got to get far away, because when you make those banners, it zooms in. For some reason, you can't really see everything. The Tundra with the Crasher was a good picture, but it was from far away at a Buc-ee's parking lot. So I'll have to make another one of the Super Crusher. That's my new Super Duty Ford F-250, and back up a little bit, and I'll even change the banner again, likely coming up. But there are descriptions on the YouTube channel and in the description box of the videos. I'm bad about putting them in there, but if you go back a few videos, you'll see it. There's an Amazon link. I'm asking for two things. One, if you would use my Amazon link if you're going to buy Christmas presents and different things for your friends and family. Why? Because it doesn't cost you anything. It's free. It's just like you going on your own, or just going on to Jeff Bezos' website, Amazon, and buying stuff. But if you start out by clicking onto mine, and me and all other YouTubers have this link, it's called an Amazon affiliate link. And he actually shares some of the profit he's making on you with those products with the creator, because we are promoting him. That was a mouthful. But anyway, if you feel like fooling with it, fine. A lot of you do. I haven't mentioned it in a long time. In fact, I've actually been pretty bad about putting the Amazon link in the video description, because it's like a little bit of extra work. It's another 2 seconds that I don't want to do. But I do put the Buy Me a Coffee link in there, because the Buy Me a Coffee link is something that we do on a daily basis, a weekly basis, where I go out, I get a coffee on you, And I buy a coffee on you for someone else a lot of times too, or whatever else they get. A lot of times we get put in a trick bag and have to buy cigarettes as well. We're not going to do that again, though. Don't worry about that. You or me are never going to buy cigarettes for anybody again. So don't worry about that. But with the upcoming trip, if you would like to buy me a gallon, go ahead. But don't do it until you know the trip is going to be happening. But it's going to be a thirsty trip. And if you want to, if you, not the rest of you, just you few that have more money than you can spend, one thing you got is plenty of money, and you want to buy me a gallon of gas, you go ahead, because you know exactly where it's going to go. About, let's see, I already figured it out. We're going to be about 6,000 miles, okay? And you get 8 miles per gallon. Let's say 10. Let's say the truck does 10. 10 into what? That's 600 gallons of gas. At $3 a gallon, that's 1,800. I think I might be off on my math because I've never been good at math. I'm good with a pencil, but not thinking it out. So that's a lot of gallons. And plus, we're going to need coffee all the way across at Love's and all that. So go ahead, be generous. You'll be blessed by it. I'll bless somebody else. Hit the Buy Me a Coffee link, and let's get out there and crush it.